Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, we just spoke.
Hmm?
I said, oh, we just spoke.
Yeah, we just talked. It's me.
Gotcha.
This should be quick.
Okay. I
Mhm.
feel you. I'm tired too.
Oh no. So over it.
Good morning. This is cause number 2020-62795 in the interest of Jaden Josiah Williams. All parties, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Miss Williams,
Yes, sir.
you swear to
I
tell
saw.
the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir. I swear.
All right. Please state your name and your relationship to the child and your age.
My name is Kirsten Williams. I am the mother of the child, and I am 23 years old.
All right. For the state.
The
Marcella
state of,
Turner.
I'm sorry.
All right. And court will note that the non-custodial parent, Aaron Oscar Gonzalez, is not present. He was personally served on February 8th, 2021. Um, at 2510 Beatty Street, apartment 405 in Houston, Harris County, Texas. He's not filed an answer. Is that correct, Ms. Turner?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Thank you. At this time, the state would like to call Miss Williams. Miss Williams, what is the age of the child before the court today? Your son?
He is 6 years old.
And who does he primarily or who does he currently reside with?
Me.
And are you currently married?
I am not.
Have you ever been married?
No, ma'am.
And at the time of Jaden's conception, were you sexually involved with anyone else other than Mr. William? I'm sorry, other than Mr. Gonzalez?
No, ma'am.
And is there any possibility that anyone else other than Mr. Gonzalez could be the father of Jaden?
No, ma'am.
And are you asking this court to establish that Mr. Gonzalez is in fact the legal and biological father of Jaden Williams?
That is correct.
And are you asking this court to order that Jaden's last name remain as Williams?
Yes.
And has there ever been an incident or any incidents involving family violence between yourself and Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
And could you briefly explain to the court on one or two occasions what took place or what has between yourself and Mr. Gonzalez?
There have been multiple accounts. I'm sorry, multiple attempts on my life. I've received both verbal and physical threats in front of my kid as well.
And so when you received those verbal threats, what type of verbal threats did Mr. Gonzalez make to you regarding yourself?
That he'd kill me
And
or
has he
himself.
or himself? Okay. And do you believe that if Mr. Gonzalez were to obtain your address, that it would possibly cause you or the child harm, abuse, or harassment with him having that information?
Yes,
And does he currently know where you live?
not to my knowledge.
And when was the last time you had this problem with Mr. Gonzalez?
It's been off and on since 2017.
Well, when was the last time?
The last time I actually received a threat would have been around Mother's Day of this year.
This year. Okay. Go ahead.
And based off of, I'm sorry, a few other questions for you. And who makes the day-to-day decisions regarding your son?
Myself,
And who takes your child to doctor's appointments and dental appointments?
myself,
And who provides consistently for the needs of your child?
myself.
And based off of the testimony regarding the family violence and what you just testified to regarding who makes these decisions, are you asking this court to appoint you as the sole managing conservator and Mr. Gonzalez as the possessory conservator?
Correct.
And are you also asking this court to order that your address not be disclosed in this order and kept confidential?
Correct.
And are you asking this court to designate as the conservator who determines the child's primary residence without regard to geographic location?
Correct.
And to your knowledge, is Mr. Gonzalez currently employed?
I don't know.
And to your knowledge, does Mr. Gonzalez have any other children other than your child?
I don't know.
And do you have safety concerns with your child having overnight visitation with Mr. Gonzalez?
Correct.
And why is that?
I don't believe he's mentally stable, being that he's made threats on my life, himself, and anyone that I decide to entertain or be with.
And when is the last time he actually saw the child?
2017, right before Hurricane Harvey.
Okay. And based off of that testimony, as well as the testimony that you provided a few minutes ago, are you also asking this court to order supervised visitation through the Harris County Domestic Relations Office?
Correct.
And you understand what that entails? We had an opportunity to kind of discuss what that involved.
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking, I'm sorry, how is this child currently covered for medical and dental insurance?
He currently has Medicaid.
And are you asking this court to order cash medical support in the amount of $50 beginning July 1st of 2021?
Yes.
And are you asking this court to order current child support in the amount of $218 beginning July 1st of 2021?
Yes.
And in the last 4 years, have you and Mr. Gonzalez ever lived together?
No.
And in the last 4 years, has Mr. Gonzalez provided financially or in any other means for this child?
No.
And are you asking this court to order a retroactive child support judgment, which is also known as back child support, for the last 4 years as of today's date, June 28th, 2021, in the amount of $10,464 in order that the court, and ask the court to order that Mr. Gonzalez pay $60 on that judgment beginning July 1st of 2021?
Yes.
And you are not seeking retroactive medical or dental support, is that correct?
Correct.
And do you believe this order to be in the best interest of your child?
Yes.
And are you asking this court to approve this default order?
Yes.
No further questions for this witness. I'll pass the witness.
All right. The court will approve the order submitted. Thank you very much. Free to go.
Thank you.